Winter had come to the forest, but this was no ordinary winter. The great forest market was deserted, commerce had frozen, and Pip the Gopher was watching his wealth melt away like snow in the sun. His forest top 50 index was falling day after day, week after week. "I'm doing everything right," he thought in horror. "I'm diversified. I'm a passive investor. Why am I losing seeds?" Terrified, he ran to the wise badger. "What's happening?" he yelled. "The market weather has turned sour. The index is collapsing. Should I sell everything before I lose it all?" The badger calmly led Pip to a large ancient tree stump, showing hundreds of growth rings. "The economy, like this tree, lives in seasons, Pip." He pointed to a series of wide, light-colored rings. "These are the summers. We call them bull markets. During these times, the sun is shining. Everyone is optimistic. Businesses are growing, and animals are spending and investing seeds. A powerful, aggressive bull enters the market, hooking prices with his horns and tossing them higher and higher." And then he pointed to a series of thin, dark rings. "And these are the winters. We call them bear markets. During these times, fear freezes the forest. Everyone hoards their seeds and stops spending. Businesses shrink. A large, pessimistic bear lumbers into the market, swiping prices down with its heavy paws." And in this great winter, Pip saw three different reactions. First, the squirrels, the panickers. The moment they saw the first snowfall, they panicked, sold all of their assets for a huge loss, and hid their seeds under their mattress, locking in their losses forever. Second, the sly fox, the market timer. "Ha, amateurs," he sneered. "I will sell everything now at the very top," he said, and he did. Then he waited for the market to hit the very bottom to buy back in cheap. But he kept trying to catch the falling knife. He'd buy and it would fall further. He'd panic and sell, and then the market would suddenly rocket upwards without him. He missed the bottom, and then he missed the recovery. And third, there was Pip. He was scared. He wanted to sell. But the wise badger showed him the tree rings, stretching back 100 years.
"Look, Pip, winters happen. They are normal. Some are short, some are long. But after every single winter, no matter how harsh, spring always comes. The job of an investor isn't to predict the weather. It is to make sure you have enough food," he pointed to Pip's emergency fund, "to survive the winter." The great winter was long and cold. Pip was terrified, but he held on. He even continued his regular small investments, buying more of his ETF basket while it was on sale. The squirrels sat on their pile of cash, missing out on the sale of the century. The fox, having sold at the bottom, was now too scared to get back in. And then, one day, a sign of spring. The economy began to thaw. Animals started spending again. The market began to grow. And then it soared with a powerful new energy. Pip's portfolio, which he had bravely held on to, not only recovered all its losses, it exploded into new all-time highs. He was rewarded for his courage. He had survived his first bear market, and he felt stronger for it. He looked at the great forest race with new eyes. He saw a new, unknown, but very ambitious runner appear on the starting line, the Mole Company. Everyone in the stands was whispering, "Who are they? Where did they come from?" Pip turned to the wise badger. How does a brand new company like that decide to become a public runner? How do they sell their first shares to everyone? He was about to learn how a private dream becomes a public company. Subscribe to Go for Business to learn what an IPO is.